Thanks.
It's time for us to let this shit go so we can transcend this world. I just wanna raise my energy, free from all my enemies, yes, child, so they can hinder me. No, no, I'm tired, but I know I gotta fight. In this battle, taking on my mind, taking everything, but I know that it's gonna be alright. I know that it's gonna be alright. I know it's gonna be alright. I know that it's gonna be alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He told me it's gonna be alright. That's what he told me. That's what he said. That's what he said. And I believe it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tell me, do you believe it? Do you believe it? See as we believe it. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. You should too. Hallelujah. Soraya.
Shalom, shalom. Been a little minute. Shouldn't have left you. Didn't want to leave you, but life happens. And all praise to the Most High. We are reunited, and I hope and pray it feels so good. Feels good to me. Just wanted to talk a little bit this week, man. Matter of fact, I should say that was my Brothers the Shadows featuring myself. Go by the name altogether as the Seers, Seerz. Y'all can check that out on YouTube or wherever you stream your music. It was called Fade Away Reprise. And also, while I'm shouting out family, man, gotta say what's up to the brother New Breed. Good brother right there, man. I was blessed to be able to hop on one of his shows, like I believe it was last weekend. It was a pleasure to, be on with my brother. Always a pleasure to chop it up with him, man. I definitely love his energy. I love the way he go hard for the Most High, for making sure that he keep everybody informed of the things that's going on in this world. Also, shout out to the OG, man, one of the brothers who, when I first got on YouTube, back when they still had the inboxes where you could send inboxes to your friends on YouTube, the brother Ringo, Black Male Advice TV, man. Shout out to him. I was able to catch one of his streams the other day and let him know, give him, as people say nowadays, give him his flowers and let him know how instrumental he was in me, when young brother just coming into the truth, just coming into the way how things really work. So, man, love to both of them brothers. Love to my brother The Shadows, my brother Dean Martin, my brother Johanna82. He came up in the conversation too. Man, just love to everybody that's watching right now. All my loved ones out here. Y'all know who y'all are. And with that being said, let's get into this. Gonna talk about something that I was inspired by, brother. Never met him, but I'm a big fan of his work also. GMS Yadaya or Yadaya, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Yadayah. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's where he from. I had to remember that by his accent. Brother got a real cool accent, and he be breaking it down. And he was talking about an incident that happened at I believe a football game, where some people got into it and stuff, but something that he said in his lesson, in his video, really resonated with me. He was saying how if you know somebody is not on your level, it don't even behoove you to dignify them with a response sometimes. And it's like a funny line. Like, I watched this video over and over and over again, and I watched the whole thing, and I got the understanding of everything he was saying. Don't think, brother, if you hear this, that I just watched it for that one line, because I definitely was edified by the whole thing. But he was like, man, if a junkie walk up to me right now, and I'm walking down the street, and junkie like, you motherfucker, he was like, I wasn't paying no mind, because I know 9 times out of 10 that they mind not right. So a lot of people who attack us, a lot of people who might come at us in life and stuff like that, if you know you're doing what the Most High called you to do, don't even pay certain people when certain things don't mind. And I just thank the brother for sharing that wisdom, and that got me through a lot this week. You know, like, not a lot of foolishness was going on, but anytime I thought about, or even thought somebody was as us young, well, not us, because that's what we talking about right now. Y'all see all this, I don't identify as a young person, but a lot of you know, a lot of young people and stuff, you know, y'all just gotta keep in mind, and people my age too, when people coming at you, sometimes if you got your mind right and you doing your best to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, a lot of people just not gonna be on your level, so you don't even dignify the foolishness that they might come at you with a response. You just let it go. Just as he said, give him a pass. Let it slide. And with that being said, let's get into these scriptures. Proverbs 19:11. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. Amplified Bible says it this way. Good sense and discretion make a man slow to anger, and it is his honor and glory to overlook a transgression or an offense, without seeking revenge and harboring resentment. Like, you don't even be mad. You don't even be like, you gonna get them later. You just let it slide. What Joe Osteen used to say, just let it roll off like water off a duck's back. But for real though, Good News Translation. If you are sensible, you will control your temper. When someone wrongs you, it is a great virtue to ignore it. Pay them no mind, and that make a lot of people even mad anyway, when they can't figure out why they can't get to you, why they can't get you mad. They drive they so crazy. You see people beating their head up against walls, and punching themselves, and punching the air, and all that stuff, when they can't get you mad. But when they can get you mad, you the one punching and doing all that, and they sitting there somewhere laughing at you. Excuse me. Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. That's powerful. Contemporary English version. Controlling your temper is better than being a hero who captures a city. That's real serious. New Living Translation. Living. Better to be patient than powerful. Better to have self-control than to conquer a city. Proverbs 16:31. And that's what we get into. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. Remember that if, we talked about that before, that's a conditional word. People always want to talk about unconditional this, unconditional that. If is a conditional word, meaning on the condition that you do this, then you'll get that. Or on the condition that you present this, then you'll have this. Like, basically, no entrance without ID. That's the condition of you getting in, is you having your ID. If you ain't got your ID, you probably won't get let in, unless you know somebody at the door or whatever. Then you still gotta look over your shoulder the whole time and hope somebody else that worked the same team that he worked ain't gonna pull you out or single you out and ask to see your ID and then still put you out. But yeah, that's if, conditional. New King James Version. The silver-haired head. I don't got nothing on my head. By force, not by choice. But I keep my silver right here on my face. So that's still on my head. The silver-haired head is a crown of righteousness. if it is found in the way of righteousness. If you doing what you're supposed to do. Some people think just because they are older in age or that they have the age advantage on somebody older than somebody, that they automatically wiser than them, or that the young people should automatically listen to them. Like I seen memes that be like, "You're not no OG if you're not telling these young people to stay out of trouble and teaching them how to maneuver through life. Just because you're older than them don't make you no OG." I see a lot of young people doing a lot of stuff more and behaving more simple and foolish than a lot of older people. Like I know a dude who was like my age or older back in the day talking about he wanted to drink lean, sip lean because he seen Lil Wayne doing it. I'm like, yo, Lil Wayne is like 15, 20 years or however many years he is younger than us, however many is significant. You should be wanting to meet him so you could put a bug or put some knowledge in his ear. Not following behind no kid and the kid sitting there telling you that they stomach feel like death every time they drink this stuff, but you sitting there talking about you want to do it because you see him doing it. Stuff backwards, this world. What they say, to turning the things upside down. We living in an upside down world, y'all. It's a show. And it's like Stranger Things or something. They got their reality universe or something. It's called the Upside Down. It sounds real close to what we at. Job 32, 8 and 9. But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment. New Living Translation. But there is a spirit within people, the breath of the Almighty within them, that makes them intelligent. Sometimes the elders are not wise. Sometimes the aged do not understand justice. Amplified Version, Amplified Bible. But there is a vital force and a spirit of intelligence in man, and the breath of the Almighty gives them understanding. Those who are abundant in years may not always be wise, nor may the elders always understand justice. So I mean, just because you old don't mean you smart or wise. The brother John Boyd, another brother, shout out to him, man. Appreciate you having me on the tracks that we've been able to do together, and appreciate just your spirit and the things that you share online also. He got a line in one of his songs. I can't think of the title of the song, but he said, "You ain't an elder, you just elderly. You just old. You know what I mean? You wise." Not taking no credit away from the elders who are wise, but just saying that because you older than somebody don't make you wiser than them. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, and the Apocrypha. 3 sorts of men my soul hateth, the writer of Ecclesiasticus said, and I am greatly offended at their life. Goodness, I would hate somebody to say that about me, but depending on who it is, because some people be offended at everything. And then some people just be offended at the wrong things. What they say in today's news, niggas is worried about the wrong SHI, whatever. That happens a lot. 3 sorts of men my soul hateth, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doteth. Common English Bible. My whole being despises 3 types of persons, and I am angered by the way they live. An arrogant poor person, a rich liar, an old adulterer who never learns. If you had gathered nothing in your youth, how then will you find anything in your old age? So if you've been simple all your life, just because you get old and get some gray hair don't mean that you're not simple no more. Good News Translation. There are 3 kinds of people I cannot stand. Oh, love everybody. Love everybody. There are 3 types of people that I cannot stand, whose behavior I find highly offensive. Poor people who are arrogant, rich people who lie, and foolish old men who commit adultery. Unless you learn, this verse 3, unless you learn what you can while you are young, you will never be wise when you reach old age. Sound judgment, good advice, and gray hair go together beautifully. Wisdom, understanding, sound counsel are appropriate to the old and the respected. Elderly people wear the crown of long experience, and they can be boast of nothing more finer than their fear of Yah. So even with all that, finest thing you can boast on is the Most High. And we're going to go to Jeremiah, one of my favorite passages of scripture for that. Sorry. I need my water over here, but I don't feel like getting up to get it. I don't feel like pressing pause. Wait a minute. Matter of fact, hey. Hallelujah. I got it right here. I ain't even realize it. So I can stop. I was watching listening to a brother and his wife a couple weeks ago. And he was, I guess his throat was dry. And he couldn't get to his water. And he was just like clearing his throat a lot. And his wife and him had to put out a disclaimer like, don't let that be the reason why you don't get the message because I'm doing this or whatever. Don't miss the message. What they say, don't miss the message looking at the mistake. And I just don't want to, anything can be a stumbling block. I'm easily distracted, me personally, so I don't want to do nothing that'll distract somebody from what we trying to put down right now. So, got my water. All praise to the Most High. We should be good. Jeremiah chapter 9 verses 23 and 24. Thus saith Yah, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. So we're not supposed to boast in none of them things. But let he that glorieth, glory in this, that he knoweth and understandeth, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yah, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith Yah. This is the Amplified Bible. Thus says Yah, let not one who is wise and skilled boast in his insight. So don't boast that you know a little bit of something. Let not the one who is mighty and powerful boast in his, I don't think I wrote that right. Matter of fact, let's go to the Amplified Bible. I apologize. Think I might have got sidetracked when I was taking down these notes and wrote it down wrong, but I don't want to read it wrong to y'all. So just bear with me for 1 second. Jeremiah 9 and 23. And we're going to read it straight from the source. Sorry about that, y'all. I take great time in putting this stuff together, but everybody mess up from time to time. There we go. Don't boast in what you think you know. Only boast in the Most High. Getting it from the Amplified Version. Thus saith Yah, let not the one who is wise and skillful boast in his insight. Let not the one who is mighty and powerful boast in his strength. I know I wrote it wrong. Let not the one who is rich boast in his temporal satisfactions and earthly abundance. And what verse 24 say? But let the one who boasts boast in this, that he understands and knows me, the Most High, and acknowledges me and honors me as the Most High, and recognizes without any doubt that I am Yah, who practices loving kindness, justice, and righteousness on the earth. For in these things I delight, says Yah. Me and my brother Ibn was just having that same conversation earlier today about how he's omnipotent, all-present, and all-powerful. And we always got to acknowledge that. Whenever somebody give us any praise or anything, we supposed to direct that right back to him, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have whatever it is that people is complimenting us on. What the wines used to say, it's no goodness of my own, but it's by the grace of Yah. I shouldn't do that right now. I ain't warmed up nothing. And it ain't warm outside. It's a little warmer than usual, but I don't need to be doing all that right now. We here to talk. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this week. Pretty much all I had prepared, and we just need to keep in mind. In fact, let me get that right, because I don't want to end it like that. That was ugly. It's no goodness of my own, but it's by the grace of Yah that I've been kept all this time, and I still have a mind to go on. That was a little better. Maybe next week. But, like I say, all praise to the Most High. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. My couple new subscribers I seen throughout the week that I was able to rap to in some of the comments and stuff like that. Thank y'all. And, much love to everybody. Peace, shalom, and Most High willing, we'll be back together again real soon. I'm out of here. Enjoy y'all Sabbath, y'all.